Jody, a crazy game to say the least. Analyse that one for us if you can.
Poor. Analysing it will take too long. I said that to them in the dressing room. To go through everything that was wrong with our performance today took too long. Everyone will think, oh yeah, going 2 up is like we maybe started well or something. We absolutely didn't. We made more mistakes in the first 15 minutes than I feel we have in multiple games this year. The fact that we get 2 goals is just from a little bit of quality in the final third, which we haven't had of late. But there was so much wrong with that performance. Like I said, I wouldn't. I said to the lads, I wouldn't have cared if we'd have come in eventual 4-3 winners or whatever. I didn't enjoy watching that at all. I thought it was poor in so many areas. As I said, we maybe get 6 or 7 actions from an attacking aspect, which we looked quite good in the final third, and then ultimately we've got Chaz, who's finished off some decent moves for maybe 3 of the goals. But yeah, there was a lot wrong with that.
And frustrating as well, obviously, to get back into the lead for the second time and not build on that, really.
Yeah, well, when you're making as many mistakes as we were in the game, what do you expect? I mean, I think I said to you 2 games ago that we've sat through a pretty lengthy video on the amount of times that we're making unforced errors, which is where we've looked most vulnerable of late. As I said, apart from set pieces before tonight, there weren't many teams that were creating chances against us in open play unless it was glaring errors from ourselves. And then you see multiple times tonight for the goals that they conceded, or even goals that they maybe could have got, that glaring errors again from us. Apart from the one where the lad sticks it in the top corner, but even then, there's a bit of play that we have kind of out here on the byline where we kind of just fall on the floor and think that we should get a free kick for it. It was poor. Like I said, there weren't much about that performance that I enjoyed, and could have lost it even at the end, to be honest. I had a glaring opportunity to win it 5-4, and maybe it was a bit of that the amount of mistakes that we made in the game, maybe that wouldn't have been the worst thing for them to take that on the chin, because, I mean, it feels like a loss anyway, but just purely from how badly we played. Like I said, some people will be looking at it going 4-4, what an entertaining game, but that's probably one of the most least enjoyable games I've watched since I've been here.
And you touched upon it there, but is it just a case of lots of mistakes today, or can you pinpoint any other sort of areas that have cost us?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. There's too many to stand here and talk through. We were poor playing out from the back. We didn't show personality in making angles. The quality of the passes out from the back were poor. The midfield were nowhere to be seen as far as wanting to get on the ball. I mean, Georgie maybe has a bit of a problem, but like I said to him at half time, he's got to tell me that earlier then, because he was not being like his usual self. There were elements off the ball, up the top, that we could have been better in, but like I said, I kind of felt for the attacking players a little bit, because I felt that between the defence and the midfield, the way in which we was trying to get up the pitch was so poor, whether it be from the urgency of the angles, the type of angles they were making, then the quality of pass coupled with the technique to control it. There was just a plethora of mistakes followed by more mistakes, and like I said, some people might on the outside think, oh yeah, well, they've obviously looked good going forward, and yeah, there were moments there that we maybe could have got a 5th and a 6th with a little bit more quality in the final third, but I didn't enjoy us today. I thought we was poor, and like it's a shame. It's a shame because obviously whenever someone scores 4 goals in a game, you'd like to maybe come and talk well about them and maybe focus on stuff like that. Scoring 4 goals away from home should be coming to talk to you and say, oh yeah, well, finally we've got something in the final third, and which is what we said before the game. I felt that we was due a game of scoring more in the odd goal or the odd 2 here or there, and like I said, but you don't get time to talk about the good stuff of scoring 4 goals because there was too much wrong with it.
And a late goal conceded again as well, which I guess adds to that frustration.
Yeah, but it don't matter what time it is. Like, they could have scored another one straight after that. That's just where we were. There was, I mean, the defending for the goals has been poor, but I'm not being funny. It's not too much of a shock when you're looking at how we've defended set pieces of late. But in open play, we was so poor, and like I said before the game, a lot of that's coming from when we're actually in control of the game, which I think 2 of the 4 goals that they scored, we are in complete control and just absolutely turn the ball over for no reason, trying to be clever on the ball, trying to pick a pass that's not there. And then even the 4th one is just a real poor individual mistake again. Like the first one is how we're playing him onside, but I feel like even singling out the goals is a little bit harsh because there's too many people that were involved in real poor stuff today, and like I said, just to single out the goals is maybe a little bit harsh on them because, yeah, that's what cost us. That's what cost us the 3 points, but yeah, there was a lot more wrong with that than just those 4 goals.
And does a performance like today and a result sort of summarise our inconsistencies or where we are at the moment, would you say, having made some really big improvements over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, and that was the basis of we showed a load of good stuff to him yesterday on video, coupled with maybe some of the things where we need to improve on from an attacking aspect, but there was loads to be proud of how we played, like going up to Walsall the other day, and the length of video that we put together, the montage of the good stuff was certainly longer than any of the things that we could put together when we first come through the door. But again, showing stuff how well we'd been working off the ball and limiting teams to chances in open play was another thing that we gave him a pat on the back with today before the game, just to reiterate the fact that let's carry on building on that, and then we go and serve that up. And I just feel for the fans that have travelled up to come and watch that. I mean, like I said, there are some that might think that's exciting, but when you know the messages which you've gave, and you know the things that you've asked of the players, and then that's what comes out, yeah, I don't care about the point, to be honest. I'm more bothered about the amount of rubbish that we had to watch.
And just finally, you touched upon it already, Charlie Austin scoring 4 goals, and that's not the headline today. I guess that's just sort of summarises the frustrations, I guess, but good to see him follow the net again. Not that there was really ever a goal drought there.
Yeah, well, that's what you get if you've got someone who's used to scoring goals. If you give him chances, then more often than not you think he's going to put it away. And like I said, even though he comes on the other night and he apologises to lads when he gets in the dressing room because of the chance at the near post, like I said to you straight after the game, if there's anyone you want that chance falling to, it's going to be Chaz. But yeah, listen, I think if you're a striker and you score 4 goals, it's only right that people should be giving you a pat on the back. I mean, like I said, it's hard for me to do that, and it's weird because that happening and me not maybe singling out Chaz in the dressing room for praise is strange. But when there's more things to worry about than him just scoring the 4 goals.
Really appreciate your time. Thanks, Jody.